We have seen Hollywood trying to erase white men from movies and TV shows, and we've seen companies like LucasFilms try to wipe away amazing characters like Luke Skywalker from Star Wars simply because he's a white dude. And as a lifelong Star Wars fan, I truly think that Star Wars is in trouble, not just because of the terrible writing that's going on or just the terrible characters they're trying to throw into shows and movies, but because of how toxic some of the people behind the franchise are now. And this topic that we're discussing in this video just kind of confirms that and kind of proves that it's still going on, because I know for a while we thought Star Wars was getting better, Lucasfilms was getting better, because we saw things like The Mandalorian coming out. The future of Star Wars looked pretty hopeful. We thought that the Obi-Wan series was going to be good, The Mandalorian was going to be great, but unfortunately there's a new rumor going around that's not very positive at all. So Disney and Lucasfilm's employees livid over Return of Luke Skywalker, and they are seeking to block future white male leads. I don't really think that blocking a character that everyone loves is very smart. They have tried for a very long time to kind of erase Luke Skywalker, to make us all forget about him, thinking that we would be happy with new characters like Rey and of course Ben. But unfortunately, those characters are pretty terrible, and they definitely are no match for someone like Luke freaking Skywalker. Now, of course, this is a rumor, so please take everything that I say with a grain of salt, but it says Luke Skywalker's cameo in The Mandalorian has apparently become the subject of controversy at Disney and Lucasfilms, as a new rumor suggests that employees at both companies are outraged that the white male lead was both portrayed in a heroic light and well received by fans. On December 28th, Disney news outlet Pirates and Princesses reported that Pablo Hidalgo's recent mockery of a fan's reaction to Luke Skywalker's recent cameo, the negative sentiment of which the Star Wars author claims was unintentional, was just the tip of the iceberg, as behind the scenes, large swaths of Kathleen Kennedy loyalists are messaging back and forth about their disdain for Luke Skywalker, a Caucasian male being brought back in any valiant form. How dare they use a good character that people love in a television show that clearly needs viewers, and the best way to get those viewers is to bring back memorable characters. How dare they use Luke Skywalker because he is a white toxic male. It says, in fact, I'm even told that individuals at Lucasfilms have been reading articles here on Pirates and Princesses, as well as watching videos on Clownfish TV, and are now actively planning on how they can roadblock the retcon attempts of Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau to make Luke Skywalker a hero once more, the outlet added. The Hidalgos of Lucasfilm are not about to just let Star Wars go back to what it once was. Now, we've seen people like Kathleen Kennedy try to erase characters like Luke Skywalker because he's not diverse enough for them. Luke Skywalker is a classic character who defines what Star Wars is all about, and he doesn't fit into the narratives that they want to push, so they basically just want to kind of erase him. He's not diverse enough and woke enough of a character, so they've tried numerous times to wash him out of everyone's memory and replace him with characters like new Solos and new Skywalkers and new Palpatines, but unfortunately for them, it just really hasn't worked. So it says, according to Pirates and Princesses sources, unhappy employees are planning to introduce ideas and narratives that could make a Luke redemption difficult, and are reportedly working in private messages to sabotage attempts by Filoni and Favreau via minor mediums, such as graphic novels, to push the Last Jedi narrative even harder. Now, usually I would say this sounds pretty conspiracy theory. There's no hard evidence of it because it is just rumors and speculation, but when it comes to Lucasfilm and Disney and Star Wars, it's pretty believable seeing the people that they're hiring, the people behind the company, and just even the actors and actresses that sometimes they choose. Yes, they've done a pretty good job with something like The Mandalorian, Mandalorian, but unfortunately when it comes to Star Wars, I tend to believe it because we have seen things that point in this direction before. I mean, even Kathleen freaking Kennedy doesn't like a lot of these actors and doesn't like a lot of these characters, even though she doesn't even understand the franchise at all. So it says the goal is to canonize concepts in the coming years that would prevent the Luke and Grogu from being the future heroes that Favreau has planned, Pirates and Princesses clarified. These people are incensed that the reaction to Luke Skywalker and The Mandalorian has been incredible. However, though, it appears that Star Wars will not be the only Disney or Lucasfilm franchise affected by these alleged saboteurs, as Pirates and Princesses sources further claim that there is additionally a rumored movement from within Lucasfilms and part of Disney that are pushing for the cancellation of any Caucasian male leads in any future feature-length films for the foreseeable future. We've seen this slowly happening. Like I said, Hollywood and big companies trying to push out white male leads to bring in diversity, more women, more people of color, and I don't think that diversity is a bad thing. But when we see some amazing freaking characters wiped away from existence just because of their skin color and gender, that is a big problem that I have. And it says, if true, Disney and Lucasfilm would have to make significant changes to a number of upcoming productions. Of course, because we have things like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and there's an upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi standalone production like The Last Duel and Indiana Jones, in order to satisfy the racist demands of their employees. And the article ends off with, in conclusion to their report, they insisted that everything in this article should be considered rumor for right now, explaining while the outlet has their sources, reporter WDW Pro has not personally seen the original content being reported on. So yeah, that's all the article really says, but some of these rumors are unfortunately very believable. We've seen them try to erase Luke Skywalker and even Han Solo and these great characters because they are just white male characters. They're too toxic for people at Lucasfilm and in Disney, and we've unfortunately seen Hollywood push out amazing characters just because of their gender and their skin color. I really hope that none of this is true. I really hope that Luke Skywalker comes back in future, seasons of The Mandalorian or in other shows, because I think that he is a great character. I mean, he is a classic character who defines what Star Wars is all about, and it would be unfortunate to see an amazing character just washed away because a couple of people don't like him. But let everyone know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like and share it, and of course if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.